Hi, my name is David Cottrell. Has anybody here ever pirated or infringed on a copyright? If you answered no, do you believe you may have unknowingly? In a growing world of technology, we all have access to a lot of digital property, and knowingly and unknowingly infringe on copyrights and patents almost every day. I'm graduating with a bachelor's degree in applied mathematics and computer science, and have been working in a career with computers and digital rights. Piracy and copyright infringement in some forms can be socially acceptable and even good for big business. Specifically, I'll be talking about what defines piracy and copyright, what the views are from the consumer and the publishers, and finally, I'll argue that the government and big business should stop trying to form new laws and bills to rework the system instead. When you think of piracy and copyright infringement, you probably think of music, though in actuality, piracy and copyright infringement encompass a wide variety of digital media. This includes music, games, applications for your computers, and even movies. According to a 2012 July issue of Journal of Maritime Law and Commerce, piracy can be traced all the way back to the 17th century, where a determining factor that led to piracy of today was represented by France and England's actions to fight the Spanish in the Caribbean as they funded pirate vessels to plunder Spanish cargo ships. While this is piracy in a traditional sense, piracy as we know it today is explained good by Sebastian Anthony, as he stated in a June 2012 issue of PC Magazine. Piracy is an issue wherein money is one of the strongest counter-arguments, and the artist, the game studio, the writer, and the musician are being deprived from the compensation of their work. According to copyright.gov, accessed on June 26, 2013, copyright infringement can be defined as when copyrighted work is reproduced, distributed, performed, publicly displayed, or made a derivative without the permission of the copyright holder. So now that we've cleared up any misconceptions about what piracy and copyright infringement might be, we can move on to how it's viewed in big corporations. Most of us probably don't own or run a very large tech company, but we know what it means to have money or have property. We also know that if somebody takes something, property or money from us, there might be penalties, and we're not going to like it very much. Most companies are at a constant battle with the consumer. They're introducing new and inventive ways to take away our digital rights as consumers.
Even though these companies claim to be losing all of their money towards piracy, as you can see, the highest downloaded movies also broke records at the box office. Some tech companies are giving in, thinking of new and inventive ways to grow with technology. Places like NBC streaming the Super Bowl. Hulu Plus posted $420 million in revenue. Netflix streams movies, and they have 20 million subscribers worldwide. So, some companies think this is a bad idea because they'll lose foothold on the pricing models that they have now, and the company's not guaranteed to be successful. But if done right, it can be fantastic.
So most companies are against it. Few are embracing it. How do we, as the individual, view it? All of us are consumers of digital media, unless you're living in a cave. We use these things every day, and sometimes unknowingly will infringe on copyrighted material.
Ever since the introduction of things like YouTube and Facebook, we've been allowed to share everything. Users are constantly uploading to YouTube, and most likely don't know if they're infringing on copyright, or don't even care due to the frequency that it happens. As you can see, YouTube has 72 hours of video uploaded every minute worldwide. The MPAA fights with consumers and imposes new restrictions and laws, whereas Google embraces the new technology and makes a lot of money doing it, even if they do have to hire almost 200,000 judges to review YouTube videos for copyright infringement.
With most companies against it, and most consumers for it, we reach a clash of views. I believe that adjusting the current model to support some form of piracy may be best. Big businesses throw out a lot of numbers, saying that they're losing billions of dollars a year on pirated media. So according to the Washington Post website, accessed on June 26, 2013, the Motion Picture Association of America estimates the piracy costs of the movie industry are $20.5 billion annually. The problem with these numbers is that they're greatly skewed and look way more than they are. After you remove double counting and focus on the American market, where most of the laws are focused on, is just the American market, bills like SOPA and PIPA that the government are trying to form are just American market. So if you focus just on that, the industry estimates go all the way down to 446 million. While this sounds like a lot of money, if you view it in terms of the Motion Picture Association of America with movies, it's the exact same amount that Alvin and the Chipmunks The Squeakquel made, which was not a very large movie. So that much annually isn't as much as they're saying it is, where they say 20.5 billion. When the government is trying to pass legislation to take away the free and open internet that we use today in SOPA and PIPA, we could be running into problems of how we use the internet for things like education. Taking away the free and open internet with this type of legislation, the government would hinder the internet as we know it. The use of any type of copywritten song or video, or even labels on your shirt, could be taken off the internet. So you could see how this would be very bad. As we can see, piracy is being fought with billions of dollars in the government industry at the cost of privacy and digital rights. There are other ways besides throwing fines at customers and taking away our free speech on the internet. Specifically, we took a look at piracy and what it is, how they are viewed by the business and the consumer, and we argued that the government should stop trying to pass these laws to restrict the internet and maybe adopt a new model. We come from a time when lending a DVD or CD is legal, but then when you try to download and share an MP3, you could be facing jail time. One needs to think, if a large amount of people are working to get around a system, is it the system that needs fixing, or the people that need fixing, or is it the system? Thank you.